You have now entered the space of the most entertaining, most hilarious podcast on Friday nights. You got AP, Blackk G, and GMS. 3G's family, lock in. Let's go.
3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's. This is the shit they've been asking for. 3G's you have to know. Pour up a drink and pass the dro. Friday night's a classic show. Once a week we at your door. Guaranteed last for show. If you hatin', just watch the glow. Pay attention and watch the flow. AP the captain, he's steering the ship. A book in his hand, a gun on his hip. Packy say solid titanium bricks, vibranium shit. No phasing the kid. GMS on point, he ain't about to miss. Smoke in the air with knowledge and sense. Triple G's, where we at in this biz? Triple G's, yeah, we at it again. 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's. 3G's, 3G's, we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 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 we the 3G's, 3G's, 3G's.
Yo,
What's happening?
what's good, nigga? We like the Temptations around this bitch. You can get Eddie and you can get Otis, or you can get
Bitch, you gonna get somebody.
You can get David and Paul. You can't get them all, goddamn it.
You gotta pay for us all though. We gonna show up short, but you gonna pay for the whole group.
Yeah, whoever show up, we gonna shoot up. Shoot up. We'll give you what we got, goddamn it.
Shout out to Packy, man.
Shout out to the homie Blackk G, man. He had a accident at work and fucked himself up. He'll be back. He said, man, I'm finna rest G. So he gonna be watching on him. So shout out to the homie.
Salute,
shout out to the
Packy.
G's in the chat for sticking with us even though we let you down so many times. Y'all like a loyal girlfriend that we just treat like shit. You know what I'm saying? And y'all fuck with us anyway. You know what I'm saying? You get breadcrumbs, but yet you love us so much. So,
Right.
Thank you for
know
that,
what I'm saying?
baby. We
If
apologize.
we came to the house with McDonald's, you know what I'm saying? Our immediate kids would get some, but we'll think about it if we want to give you a fry.
Well, what it is we'll get our kid a meal, a value meal, and we'll come through with like 5 cheeseburgers or
Some like apple slice.
McChickens or some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? He said he got me fucked. Nah, Concrete, you part of the clan, fam. You
Shout
part
out
of the
to
clan.
Concrete the Strong, man. St. Louis in the motherfucking house, man.
Yes, sir.
And everybody else who fuck with us, Brim Dog, Joe Blast, Binky, Irene, all of the regulars, man. We appreciate y'all being here. Arius, the homegirl, the queen, the butterfly garden. Thank you. Now look, let's get to this shit, right? Man, I don't know if y'all state or cities dealing with this, right? But we got that smoke from Canada.
Yes,
all
sir.
in our motherfucking air, man. I can't walk. I used to take my dog or go out with my wife and go for a walk or some shit, man. I can't even go outside. I can't shoot around at the courts. The shit thick. So, I might as well just start smoking squares. Like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Let me kill me. You know what I'm saying? Let me kill me.
And that's the shit, too, because, like, it was clearing up for a week.
That was a shot at Arius. Bang, bang, bang.
It got clear for a week, then that motherfucker came back with a vengeance, man. You walk outside, it's
here.
like smelling clear ass, bonfire smoke or some shit.
Dog, no bullshit. You can smell it, taste it, see it. That shit is crazy. That can't be fucking smoke.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. It feels weird because it's like I'm looking at the map I was looking at the my radar or whatever to see where it was going. That motherfucker, all the red was in the United States. It was nowhere in Canada no more. All that shit just hit us and just sitting there. It's like, what the fuck is going on?
Like you gonna stand right in the wind by the barbecue. You know what I'm saying? You ever do that shit? Stand right by the wind, blowing by the barbecue and shit. That's what the fuck happened. All our states in the goddamn wind by the barbecue and shit.
Motherfucking eyes burning and shit.
But bro, do that mean we live in a dome? Why this shit ain't go like off into the atmosphere? Like why this shit just stuck in this motherfucking circular dome getting blew around by wind and shit? Why this shit ain't fly out into the atmosphere, nigga?
Scientists will inform you, AP, that there is certain motion for smoke when it has to stay in a certain spot and it travels to a certain area. But I mean, I was always told my whole life that smoke rises.
That's my fucking problem, my G. So it's like, I've been in crack houses, and every nigga that know, it be a cloud of motherfucking crack smoke just all hovering above you and shit. Mm-hmm. Like if you was to army crawl through a crack house, you won't get high at all. But if you try to walk like regular walk, you gonna get a lot of dope smoke. You gonna be walking in a cloud of dope smoke. That shit just hover.
Well, isn't that what
put a one in the chat if you know about that crack smoke hover that I'm talking about? It ain't like weed. It ain't like nothing else you ever seen. That shit hover just above eye level, nigga.
Hey, you dropped the bar, didn't even realize it.
What?
He said it ain't weed, it ain't nothing like you ever seen, nigga. That was crack smoke.
Listen, I'm being honest, dog. That's that look. Niggas know, man, that crack smoke different, nigga.
That's the shit that they've been teaching us since we were in elementary school about, even in the house fire, what do? You get down low on the ground and you crawl because of the fact that the smoke rises. Nigga, we outside. Why the fuck is this shit staying in the air? Why is this shit hovering and hugging us in the nose? This shit don't make no sense. Yeah,
man. Shout out to T-Fam1 for coming with the obvious. He's like, well, technically, it's the smoke from the wildfires coming from. Yes, G. It's all over the goddamn place, though. Yeah, we that's our point, though. Why the fuck the shit ain't blowing off in the outer space if it was such a thing?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping.
I don't know. It's a little weird, man. A couple years ago, we dealt with a pandemic that's airborne, and they try to get motherfuckers up out of here. Next thing you know, boom. All these forest fires, all this shit catching fire in these different areas, and all the smoke and all the fumes and all the random shit that's unneeded for us to breathe in is just overtaking us. So it's a little weird, but
I'm concerned more about how many niggas really know how that crack smoke linger. Like we all affected by the crack era, goddammit.
Y'all like hand crack smoke.
Like we done encountered that shit in too many motherfucking ways, man. I'm just saying, I'm shocked at how many people know what I'm talking about. Okay, so look.
Hey, shout out Joe Blast for the 5 in the cash app. Appreciate you, brother.
Shout out to the brother Joe Blast, man. One of the realest, man.
Sir.
Let me say this, man. I don't think it's no government conspiracy or nothing like that, just in case y'all thinking I was going to go there about the smoke. I think it is wildfires. And it smelled like smoke, but unfortunately, whatever's burning, whatever chemicals that are burning off of those motherfucking trees is putting some toxins in the air that's fucking us up. And I wouldn't doubt if we don't have some severe breathing problems in the country in the next year or two. I hope not.
It's looking that way.
I hope not.
It's looking that way. I mean, we like I said, we are coming off of a whole, the old, you know what I mean? That shit that we can't really still name and say on these platforms. You know what I'm saying? So it's like off the brink of that and trying to, of course, get back to, of course, we're now back to normalcy where we can be out and do things and ain't nobody doing no 6 feet shit. We ain't got to go nowhere with no mask. But at the same time, we keep seeing them, I won't say throw stuff at us for safety reasons, but we keep seeing things thrown at us when it comes to either new airborne shit or these wildfires and shit. It's like, and on top of that, what is happening? Why is so many areas being affected like that? That shit don't make no sense.
Well, like
and by now, shouldn't they have precautions to try to, determine these things? These motherfuckers can try to find out everything about fucking space, but y'all motherfuckers can't have protocols here on Earth to try to help prevent, not even just prevent, but try to see, I think this area over here looks like it's too dry, or there's a spark happening. Let's go try to figure this out before it gets too bad.
How about this, nigga? I worked in manufacturing for years. We had smoke eaters over our welding areas. Yeah. Why the fuck we don't just have some ridiculously sized smoke eating vacuums that can contain at least a portion of this motherfucking smoke? So it ain't like they can't make things or can't develop some kind of thing that will clean the air, so to speak. They don't want to. They don't want. I hope it don't kill the goddamn trees, because the trees is giving us the fucking oxygen that we do got.
Facts.
How about that part? So now all this forest area, all the things that's producing oxygen is being destroyed by fires. 250 separate fires. Say, God is a fire. Hey, shout out to Poetry for pulling up on us once again. What up, G?
Poetry, man.
He said, what trees? Poetry. What is going on? Man, the trees in Canada, brother. The white trees is trying to kill off all the black trees.
All these cockazoid ass branches catching high because they want to catch on.
These white ass maples is trying to kill off these nigga ass weeping willows. these
all these nigga ass weeping willows.
These goddamn
all these
lock having ass weeping willows is being killed off by the white maples.
Well, a bunch of trees showing up in white hoods, burning themselves and shit. We got you, niggers. We ought to get rid of you.
Ah, shit. That shit crazy.
That's ridiculous, man.
Oh, shit.
Man,
my bad, man. Let's move on, man.
Wait, hold on. One question. Can they kind of do something about this, Canada? Can they reimburse us, or not reimburse us, but that's the wrong word, but can they compensate us for the things that are happening from their country that's affecting us?
That's a good question. That's a good fucking question.
I feel like any other country would be like, all you fucking Americans, this bullshit, you having this shit come over here affecting our people. We got to do something about it. We keep sending out billions and billions of dollars. I think we need to be compensated because we keep sending out shit to Ukraine and all them other places. I think it's time for them to pay up. Canada got enough bread.
Don't try to find it weird that they mandated masks when we couldn't see shit. We couldn't smell shit. We couldn't taste shit. And they mandated masks. And only certain percentage of the population even got affected, honestly, physically. Where it was a life or death, I should say.
Yeah.
But then you niggas don't even give a niggas a heads up to put a mask on and go outside when they really for real finna choke. Going to the car, you know what I'm saying?
Good fucking question. Good question. Hey, I saw shit like that, but I didn't hear the news or like any media outlets encouraging people to wear masks. I was seeing regular people on the internet saying, hey, we might have to get back to wear masks, like when all this stuff start like sparking up, when they start talking about the wildfires affecting us. But I ain't seen nobody, no politicians. I ain't seen no community leaders. I ain't seen none of that shit. Nobody on the mainstream media talk about, hey, I think you guys need to put on a mask because you can actually visibly see how fucked up it is outside. You can see it, you can smell it, you can taste it. It affects your breathing. You might want to put on a mask. Haven't heard it.
I'm just saying, it's too much like right. So for all y'all that's in the cities where y'all can see the smoke, smell the smoke, taste the smoke, put a fucking mask on. Do it for yourself. They gonna wait till your ass in the hospital or the hospital overloaded to start having alerts and precautions for niggas. You know what I'm saying? So just be smart enough to protect yourself.
This isn't the time to be anti-mask because that'll just make you fucking stupid. You see what's happening outside. You see, this is just for the areas that are being affected. You see what's happening outside. You can visibly see it. You can physically feel it. So there's no excuse for trying to, maintain your health and your kids too, man. I made sure that, I didn't take my daughter outside during like when it was real bad outside because she has asthma. So I'm definitely not gonna take her outside when that's happening. I don't want her being, fucked up out here. So just take precaution.
It affect me in a short period of time. As soon as I get to going somewhere, I'm choking. I'm like, damn. So I'm scared of the shit myself, I might start gangbanging again and shit. Keep me a motherfucking rag in my pocket. You know what I'm saying?
Not to mask that thing.
What if that was the only niggas that survived and shit? All the niggas still set tripping and shit.
Right.
Niggas got their bandana around their motherfucking mouth. All the burglars and all the niggas in Pooh Shiesty masks are still alive. Everybody else dead. All the kid boys and gangbangers alive, and my fucking trying to do right ass got to go down and shit. Like the Weeping Willows. All right, so look, let's move on, man. Let's do the GOAT. Since we ain't been on in a while, let's do the GOAT. Give people something to vote on. And I say we keep it topical based on some things we're going to discuss tonight. So without giving it all away, the GOAT for this week is the worst place to twerk of all time.
The worst place to twerk of, is this off the brink of the slavery twerkage that happened?
Good one. Let's put it on the poll. How about the slave castle being on the poll? How about church? Mm-hmm. That's just a given. Church.
Your kids' elementary school graduation.
Kids motherfucking school. I didn't even want to go as far as graduation, but just kids' school in general. Yeah. So we got church. We got your trial. Damn, that's good. CDTV. Shout out to that. That shit better than fucking. I was thinking funeral too, but I think that shit might be. I think I prefer a nigga not. Listen, bitches don't come to my fucking trial while I'm fighting for my fucking life here. I'm fighting for my fucking life. Shout out to R. Kelly. You killing me with this shit, man. I need help. Where the camera? I need help. Listen, I don't want bitches twerking in my trial. So trial going on there, goddammit. So we got the slave castle, your trial.
I'm giving funeral a pass because some niggas be unhinged at funerals and
not only that, that has a lot to do with people's last wishes. So if a nigga last wish was some bitches twerking, then by all means. So I'm gonna say school, kids' school, church, trial or court,
in the slave castle.
Or your trial and slave castle. Let's make that happen. Slave castle, church, trial, kids' school. Hey man, where you at, Pedro Thoughts? What you sub to?
Oh yeah, his channel. Hey, real quick, let me plug my man's real quick. Hey, Pedro Thoughts, man. Y'all go ahead and subscribe to Pedro's page, man. He's deciding to start putting up more content. Dude is funny. He has good commentary, man. He be putting up the shorts. He be killing it with the shorts. Go ahead and check out Pedro's Thoughts. He been around and shit in the comments and shit. But
I wonder why I ain't never seen it though. So what's the kind of content?
He's reacting to certain shit, you know what I'm saying? Reactions and talking about certain shit.
All right, I'm fucking with it too, bro. As soon as we
he's killing it, man. So shout out Pedro, man.
Yep. Thank you, though, for the.
Is the poll gone?
Huh?
The poll still there?
Okay, cool. Hold on, let me see what a Nazi said. I got married and the other sister said she bad. My nigga.
Damn.
I don't even know. Do anybody know?
He said she got small feet. You heard?
Look, man, smash the like button, man. Cold weather music group, man. Smash the like button, man.
Yeah,
that shit
for
threw
sure.
me the fuck off a Nazi. God damn it, poetry, man. The fuck you be talking about? That shit was random. Maybe I'll be following this nigga conversation in the chat, but it'll never fail.
I gotta
dog.
go
That
back
nigga,
up.
like nigga, you give it a couple dollars so we gonna see it. If I don't know where this shit coming from, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. But shit, all right, man. I got married and the other sister said she bad. Okay, all right. Is that some lyrics or some shit? Am I missing some shit?
I think he was trying to say he got married and the other sister say the other sister of the woman he married, I think. Or
The sister say she bad. Her booty hole brown. I don't give a fuck.
I don't know.
I don't know what you're talking about. Thank you.
Oh
though.
man.
All right, let me stop paying attention to the chat.
I don't
That's
know,
my fucking
man.
problem.
Because if it's the Waffle House, it's pretty much expected. So
That's the thing. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
Shut the fuck up,
Nigga,
nigga.
can we take a fucking collection? Let's take a collection for this nigga keyboard. This nigga missing so many letters on his motherfucking keyboard, nigga. You already know that nigga got stuck ass keys. He ain't got no P's. Show me a P that this nigga ever typed.
Yeah, he got honey spots on his phone screen and shit. He can't
Man,
press
come
it.
on, Adasi.
She wanted her. Oh, his old woman.
I get
wanted,
it.
Yeah, I don't.
No, the sister or some shit wanted. Never mind. Fuck it.
Yeah, whatever.
Right.
Shout out to Happy and Nazi, man.
Yeah, shout out to the
big
bro.
homie.
Let's move on. While they voting. Y'all can vote for a while. We'll keep it up. This is ghetto etiquette. We ain't did this in a while. If you overhear your wife and kids and your mama in the other room talking about how much you ain't shit and how much you a bum, what do you do? How do you move forward? What's your next move?
You run in the living room real quick and be like, bitches, shut the fuck up. I hate you hoes. And then you run out and never see him again.
You don't go in there and just point the finger at everybody else. Well, if it weren't for you, mama, and all the shit you done, and who is my daddy? Who is my daddy? And you gotta look at your wife like, bitch, you wouldn't even be here if it weren't for you getting pregnant with this motherfucker right here.
You used to whip me for petty shit.
I don't know if that's my motherfucking baby. I just didn't want you to go down there to the court and put the people in my motherfucking business. So I ain't want just start shitting on all shit.
Bitch, I'm a felon. I can't get the fuck
How all me and my brothers look different, Mom? You got all these motherfucking secrets, and I ain't shit, bitch. You a no, this shit we gonna talk about this. No, we gonna talk about this. That's how you don't let the shit get over either. Nigga, we gonna get this shit out.
Snap it, man. You know a lot of niggas ain't got the courage to do that. They'll let the shit happen and just be talking to their niggas about it or talk to themselves. They ain't gonna run it. They ain't gonna run in there and say shit.
Or if they all right, they right about everything they saying and shit.
Right.
That nigga in there kid.
I'm gonna look defending this shit, man. They gonna kill me with every point. They gonna say, well, you do this and you do that, and I'm gonna be like, well, bitch, fuck y'all. And then I gotta, they gonna be playing the whole scenario in his head, like, man, you lost. You already took the L.
No, a real bum nigga. He gonna clean up tomorrow. He gonna take the trash out. He making breakfast.
Right. Nigga start doing everything that they said to do.
I gotta show my worth. They talking about kicking me out again. I got to turn up for a week.
Wait, who all live in the house?
Nigga, okay, hold on. How about this, right? Okay, let's dial it back a bit. Maybe that was too extreme, too quick. So let's say you overhear your girl on the phone, and let's say you do something honorable for a living. Let's say you like a teacher.
Yeah.
You're a teacher, but you don't make a whole lot of money. and she just sitting in there on the phone talking shit about your profession. She think you need to make some more money. She think you need to get another job or something because this shit ain't it, you know. And you a teacher. You on your Joe Clark shit. What? How do you feel about that when you know finding out that your woman don't respect your career?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I haven't really had to deal with that, but I would imagine that if somebody felt that way, they would feel minimized. I think first they would internalize it and try to be like, or it'll down them, put them in a place where they probably can't create or do some shit like that, or try to, or it'll make them think that they're worthless. But I wouldn't know how that conversation would go. I wouldn't know how somebody would react. To be honest, it would suck though. That means the motherfucker don't respect you, regardless of what career you choose.
Yep.
If you have somebody that does not respect your career, it's not just that individual instance. They don't respect you.
Listen, that's how I feel about it, and that's kind of why I asked it. This actually go way back to when old girl was talking shit about bus drivers.
God damn.
And how she wouldn't fuck with a bus driver if she don't own her. That's where this thought process came from. Because I've been wanting to cover, like, what do you do when your chick don't respect your choice of career? Because you might want to be, you might want to work in group homes and help the youth and shit, and you make an income. But what you doing is it's much more important than the money. You know, you ain't doing it for the money. Maybe that ain't your thought process. But yet, y'all do have a home. Y'all do have food to eat. You know, y'all living okay. But she want to live better.
Mm-hmm.
But you find out now that she don't even respect what you doing. Like, can you even be with a chick at that point? I think that right there, that shit worse than cheating, man.
I mean, the thing about that is you got to be in a relationship where y'all both are encouraging each other in whatever field y'all in. If it's not there, then like I said, it's going to only send that one person or both of y'all, in a negative spiral, because you don't feel respected. It's a trickle down effect because now you're not feeling respected. So now you're going to try to find respect somewhere else. And most people don't try to end the relationship or move forward in a different area before they start going for other options and shit. So it's like it'll only get worse from there. Once you see those signs of somebody not respecting what you do, man, you probably got to move around.
She said, AP, is this you? Fuck you, Irene. I ain't broke. No. My wife, honestly, I got a soldier. I could fall back. Wifey gonna hold me the fuck. Listen, I really believe I can say I'm not working no more. Swear to God. I think I can say I'm not working no more. Wifey holding it down. No bullshit. I believe that shit. And but I didn't pick a woman like most niggas pick women. I didn't pick a nigga, I didn't pick a woman when I was up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
She saw me up, down. You feel me? And back up. So we rode that shit. Well, you know, quick little story time. I met my wife at we was both working at Walmart. We was in our early 20s. I was a fucking third shift maintenance man, nigga. You know, waxing floors and shit. And then I was also fighting, and I was also in school. So this is how she met me. But I also had an Escalade. Our first date, I was in a fucking Escalade. After that, I had a CTS. When I had the Escalade, I had a Chrysler 300 at the same time. When I had the CTS, I had a Bonneville at the same time. So whether I'm working at Walmart or making $100,000 a year at some profession, my lifestyle looked the same. I'm gonna put it like that.
Right.
But she never came into the picture looking for money. Okay. I actually have a giver. My wife was dropping clothes on me, shoes on me, jackets on me, all that shit on me. But when we went out, it was all on me. We went out to eat, all on me. We did nice shit, all on me. So I had a woman that was matching my energy from day one. And guess what, y'all? I had a whole fucking family at the crib. This was my side bitch. So I'm just saying, I had a woman that was riding with me, giving me wifey energy when we was just fucking. And this shit went on for years and years till I ended up single. Get me an apartment. She over at the house taking my clothes. Now, mind you, I lived in an apartment that had a laundry room in the basement. She came over, took my clothes to her house, washed my shit, brought it back to my house, folded in piles. You dig? All while she a baddie too. At this point, she could get whoever the fuck she want. And only reason I'm telling this story because it's a lot of niggas that don't have this. Yeah. Don't have a woman like this. Have a woman that is not impressed with their lifestyle, who do not respect the fact that these men are choosing, passion over money. You better not waste your motherfucking energy with no bitch like that. My woman the type of chick that if I'm like, baby, I want to do YouTube only, she gonna be like, all right, cool, fuck it. She know I ain't the type of nigga that won't have something. You know what I'm saying? So that is a little different in some people's situation. But I'm just saying, don't be with nobody who ain't gonna hold you the fuck down. Period. I didn't even tell the whole fucking story. But I'm just saying, trust me, this was not no situation where I had to experience. But that's another reason why I know I couldn't. I could never subject myself to a bitch who don't got my back 1,000.
Right.
Did you see that movie, Flaming Hots?
No, but that's on my list to watch. I keep hearing
man, that
about
shit good than a motherfucker. And it brought me to tears, man, like a bitch. I ain't gonna lie, I cried.
Okay, so now I have to watch it because
that shit made me motherfucking. That shit made me motherfucking cry. And look, y'all, this is my fucking wife when I met her. You understand? You think she was struggling? No. Okay? So, but that ain't why I fucked with her. That had nothing to do with why I fucked with her. And I didn't fuck with her to after years of her showing me who she is.
Yeah.
And after that, and after the consistency of that, picked her up, snatched her up, said, all right, fuck it, let's do this shit, right? Gave her a game plan. I said, you got to do this. We got to do this, and this, or it's a no-go. Nigga, she got on it that day. Swear to God. If I ever tell this whole story, y'all going to be like, man, this shit sound like a goddamn lifestyle short. She got on it that day. Within a year or so, she had already accumulated what she needed to. I was working on my shit. Then we combined it. And that's why it's working. That's why I feel like I got a winner. You dig?
Yeah.
But back to the motherfucking question at hand. What if my wife, after all of this dedication, comes to me and say, you know what? I'm not happy where we are in our life. I thought we would have more. Before I throw out that thought and say you disloyal or you ain't shit, I might even question my own situation and say, do she got a point here? What is it that we lacking that this woman could be wanting that I'm not providing? I would ask myself that first. Because maybe I ain't pulling my weight.
Well,
that ain't my case.
You know, a lot of
niggas
people,
to think about that. Go ahead.
A lot of people try to a lot of people try to equate that to someone trying to change you, but it's more about you making those personal changes within. You should want to be able to want to improve for yourself. When you are in a situation with somebody, a relationship with somebody, you should be working as a team. You have to understand the team qualities in it all. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be an overnight thing, but as long as you're working on it, as long as y'all working towards trying to be better, it'll work out. It'll work itself out. But people don't try usually. So.
And Irene, that movie is on Hulu. It's called Flaming Hots. It's a story about some Mexican dude who came up with the Flaming Hot chips. But it touched me for a couple reasons. Pause. But you know, if y'all watch it, we'll talk about it one day. Yeah. So, and this is another thing about like considering maybe I ain't pulling my weight or maybe we should do something else. It has to be truly in my heart though. That's the point about being equally yoked or having a woman with the same mind as you. I didn't get with a woman who wants to be living in a mansion. She really, truly wants to just live in a nice, safe house with a garden, you know what I'm saying? Drive a nice car, feel comfortable and happy. Like me and her from the bottom, you feel me? She from the bottom of the Mexican lifestyle, I'm from the bottom of the black lifestyle. And we both hood motherfuckers from Milwaukee. She was, you know, she from the south side. For those that know, I'm from the north side. And no bullshit, we had similar upbringings. She mixed, I'm mixed. And we both came up with nothing. And we both worked our way up with kids. She had kids, I had kids. And we didn't make no excuses. And we accumulated shit. And we actually trying to cut back. Because now that we 40, and she almost 40, we looking at it like, you know what? We don't need a lot of shit. We just need the shit that we need. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to enjoy life. We want to travel more and spend time with each other and do shit like that. That's the kind of wife that you want. You don't want a bitch who needs you to provide her with things. That means she don't love you, motherfucker. She love what you could do for her. Mm-hmm. The prize need to be you, nigga. That mean my wife want to be with me if I didn't have shit, or she gonna want to be with me if I got it all. But guess what she gonna want? If I had it all, but yet I didn't have no free time for her, she gonna be missing me. She gonna want me because she didn't want the shit, she want me. Or if we didn't have shit, and yet I still want to go out drinking every weekend and be gone all the time and we ain't got shit. That's why bitches stay with niggas like that, because she don't give a fuck about your money, nigga. Come home, nigga. Watch the fucking Hulu with her. Watch the motherfucking Bounce. If y'all ain't got shit but Bounce, watch Bounce, nigga.
Bounce, nigga. Shit. I ain't watched Bounce in a minute.
Now, I ain't mean to go on this tangent, but I felt like it was a good opportunity.
Yeah.
Because I'm seeing. Hold on. This actually worked out perfectly. Thank you, Irene, for bringing that up. Because we're gonna talk about Boyce Watkins.
Uh-oh.
This is exactly the best time to talk about Boyce Watkins and motherfucking Corey is beefing right now. Fill us in, because I don't know everything. Fill us in real quick, GMS, about Boyce and Corey, what they got going on right now.
All right, so Boyce Watkins, this is the origin story. Willie D put up a video of Corey to ask his followers if they think Corey's wrong for his statement after DC's baby mom passed away. He sent his love and condolences and his well wishes and shit. But as the comedian he is, he said, to be honest, I wish my baby mom would die. I wish she was dead. I wish he was just, he was doing his thing. Okay. Of course he was for real about it because of his history with his baby mom, the mother of his daughter. But of course he was joking because, that's what he does on his show. Willie D posted it. And then Dr. Boyce Watkins decided to enter the chat to let everybody know that when he met Corey, he never liked him. So Corey heard about that, went in on Boyce. Boyce responded by trying to flip the narrative and try to make it about motherfuckers not liking black women and motherfuckers paying attention to degenerate clowns and comedians and shit, when it was really about the fact that he started some shit. And, of course, Corey started roasting his ass, and you can't really do nothing about that when niggas laughing at you. And he brought up his wife and the video of him proposing to his wife and his wife's reaction, which was very telling. And I don't think people pay too much attention to body language anymore because we're such a social media driven society. And, we're about the clicks and what's going viral. But I'm one of those people that never stopped reading body language as well as, how people talk, they tone, how they speak, whatever the fuck, the facial expressions, all that shit. And she did not look like she was, like it was even in the plans for a motherfucker to get married to the nigga the way she reacted. But they're still married now. They're still together. But I don't know, man. It's very weird. It's very weird. I've never seen a woman act like that unless she didn't want to marry the person in question.
And I knew about this video prior to this incident because the Kevin Samuels and dating coach kind of world was already up on this shit. They was passing that video around back then.
Yeah, I didn't know about it.
I didn't
when
know
they
about
first when he first proposed to her, I think even Willie D had something to do with that situation. So, because
That's his boy.
but she be thirsty with him though. Like his wife be thirsty with Willie D. So anyways, a lot of those like red pill content creators and things was passing that video around when that shit first happened. So I remember it from then, and it was clear as day she ain't want to marry this nigga, right?
Yeah.
And it's probably one of them situations where her therapist keep telling her, you gotta try something different. You gotta give the good guy a chance. She had to think about all that shit in her head in that moment. Like, this is what my pastor told me I need to do this shit. My mama told me I need to do this shit. Everybody, but her pussy was like, bitch, you better not do this shit. Her pussy is like, bitch, get in the car.
Now,
her
AP,
pussy yelling at her ass like.
how many women have accepted to be sexually involved with a man for the other things that he could provide for them or the other benefits of being with them?
Honestly, most of them.
So,
honestly, 95% of them. Let's keep it.
He
Listen, most of us is not with our number one pick. Let's keep it all the way fucking real.
My nigga said that
y'all don't want to keep it that real. Let's move on.
Draft pick.
Let me see if I can find Boyce ass video and shit.
He said that he asked her.
I don't even know how to spell that nigga name.
He asked her about her reaction to that video once people were making fun of it. Yeah. And of course she gave the typical, I'm with this nigga, I gotta answer the way that I'm supposed to answer, because she wasn't gonna be truthful about it.
Of course not. But he's such a lame that she could tell that nigga anything. She could be like, oh, no, that wasn't no man on the phone. That's my friend Sandra. And he heard the whole shit. And the nigga on the phone was like, yeah, you want me to put my dick in your mouth, don't you, bitch? Yeah, tell when that lame ass nigga leave the house. Go ahead and tell. This is what he hearing. And he like, who is that, baby? She like, Sandra, goddamn. And he like, all right, well, tell her hi. He that kind of nigga. Let me show this video real quick.
Is it doing that?
If it worked, boom.
Is that this is where I met this pretty lady 26 years ago, and we're right there in that cafeteria, and I saw her across a crowded room. Literally, I remember that very moment, and I looked across the room and I said, "Oh my gosh, that is a pretty lady." And I went and I sat down and talked to her, and she gave me the most radiant, beautiful
She ain't even
smile,
listening to this shit.
And her name was Alicia Taylor. And I said, and I said, my grandmother's name is Felicia Taylor. And then you asked,
she said Taylor Anthony. He was like,
this how Jeff Brown be looking at the fucking directors and shit. And then, this how he be talking to.
And a bunch of other. Oh, and then you had, I guess, I said, Gary. How did you know? Even though I would just guess Gary because everybody's from Gary, right?
Nigga has on a black
nigga. How fitting is her shirt?
And I also remember when I saw.
Just keep it moving, nigga. Nigga, if that ain't a motherfucking sign from God.
Fourth floor in this building.
We have to go up there.
Yes, and she had a bunch of Starbursts. It wasn't Skittles.
It was
Starbursts.
Nigga,
it wasn't the rainbow she tasted.
She thinking like, man, Lord Jesus.
So check this out, man. Check this out, brother. So
she trying to look uglier to the nigga so the nigga don't ask. She's sticking her teeth out and shit. She getting desperate now. She like, God damn, this nigga about to ask me.
And I still think you're the most beautiful woman in the world. And so I thought that it would be cool to come to this very spot where I first met you.
She looking like, please don't do it.
Get on my knee.
Oh, Boyce.
Oh, boy. Oh, Boyce is the answer. Oh, Boyce. Hold on, let me pause this shit. Oh, Boyce was the motherfucking answer. If a bitch ever tell y'all like, oh, nigga, that's the nigga.
The tone of voice said it all, nigga. She didn't say, "Oh, Boyce." She said, "Oh, Boyce."
Oh, Boyce. Oh, fuck, Boyce.
What the fuck?
Come on, man. We talked about this shit, and you know what? This is her fault. I guarantee you, every time he brought up marriage to her, she was curving him, but she wasn't being like direct. She was saying shit like, well, you know, I'm a little nervous about being married again. I already did that, and I'm still kind of scared, and I just got to work through some things first. And his stupid ass thinking like, I know she just needs a real man to just really show her what love is. His corny ass is thinking like this. She knows she don't want to marry this nigga. She just trying to curve him nicely. She tried to curve him too fucking nice. Y'all women got to be more straightforward. You know what I'm saying? Stop thinking nuts. Stop acting like you happy and shit. Let that nigga know matter of fact, women, this is what you do. Sit a nigga like this down and say, look, I'm willing to have sex with you 3 times a week. If you can provide me and my children with a comfortable lifestyle, I will show you respect in public. I will, honor our marriage as far as I won't front you off in front of people, and we can have sex 3 times a week. If that's cool with you, it's cool with me. He'll still be G for that. But why you got to play the games that you playing with him?
And the fact that he asked his wife about this when he was getting backlash, he said, "Yeah, I asked her about her reaction because I said, yeah, people saying your reaction looks like you didn't want to marry me," and she laughed at the fact that that was even being said. She was confused. I'm like, confused. I'm like, first of all, not only is she a woman, she understands what it means when somebody proposes to somebody. So when you're in this moment and I seen the same thing happen to my auntie. I'm sorry, auntie, I got to put you on blast. But I see the same shit happen to her. She not engaged with the nigga no more. But he popped the question on her when she wasn't trying to be married to the nigga, but he put her in a spot because all the family was there. We was Thanksgiving and shit. We all sitting around the table. Next thing you know, he wanted to make the same, literally, it was the same type of shit like this. Making a fucking speech, sounding crazy as hell, proposed to her, and my auntie was like, oh my God.
Why are you embarrassing me?
She waited so long to say yes, nigga. I don't even think she said yes. I was like, fuck, man, you fucked up. Will, you fucked up.
Listen, man, I'm going to tell you right now, right? This her fault. I'm blaming her, okay? She should have been more upfront with this nigga. This reminds me of a comment I got last week on one of my videos from AP for Life, right? This hoe ass nigga put in the comments, I've been listening to you for years, and taking your advice caused my wife to divorce me, and some about taking everything or some shit, right? I got this comment last week. I just simply said in the comment, I said, share in the comments what videos and what advice you took so you can warn others not to listen to me, right? Just because, I'm an asshole. He didn't say shit, of course. So then I go see, you can see where the comments, what videos this person have commented on before. The first one that pop up is a video titled, "Women Don't Leave the Men They Want." How fucking fitting, nigga. You blaming me for giving bad advice that caused your wife to leave you. And one of the videos that you comment on years ago is women don't leave the man that they want. Which further shows me, nigga, that what happened really was with this lane, he saw that video probably and started bugging the fuck out of her. You're always talking about leaving, and this guy online said women don't leave the guy that they like or really want to be with, so he probably bugged her for fucking 2 years off that shit, and she left his ass. Now, Boyce going through the same shit. He asking her every time they get in an argument, well, you really didn't want to marry me to begin with. How many times that nigga said that?
It's gonna come up in the arguments, nigga. For a fact.
He done said that shit even when she tell that nigga, no, I'm not, I ain't in the mood. You didn't really want to do this, did you? She's tired of your big ass.
The things they were saying were true about you, bitch. I hate you.
Talking about I asked her. Nah, nigga, you hounded this bitch. You've been hounding her about this shit.
How could you? I brought you to the place we first met.
Let's listen to more of this shit, man, before we let it go.
I love you so much.
Oh, he started crying.
I first met you. I think you
Look at her. She annoyed.
You are sunshine for me.
How doesn't she cry?
This
when you
nigga called her
start crying?
Sunshine. Did y'all ever see that movie, Couples Reunion?
Nuh-uh.
Man, y'all gotta watch that shit, dog. With Faison Love, but Jason Bateman had his wife. They all on the beach, and they had to do like an exercise and shit. And dog was telling her like, your hair is like the wind, and your eyes is like the ocean. But she was annoyed with this motherfucker. This is the same shit this nigga doing. Bitches don't want to hear that shit.
My soul the way you have.
Hold on, before I let this go, this is how a real proposal is supposed to go from a nigga who it got a good woman. It go like this. She asks him when we gonna get married. And he be like, you know what, fuck it. We can do it this summer.
Boom.
That's how that shit's supposed to go. If that shit go like that, y'all will be together forever, nigga.
I just find it odd, and let me know in the chat too, because if Boyce is sitting here shedding tears about this sentimental moment, proposing to this woman, he wants to make her his wife. He wants to spend the rest. He's telling her he wants to spend the rest of his life with her, and he's shedding tears, and not one drop of condensation dropped out this motherfucker. Her eyes weren't even filled with liquid. How does that make sense? I feel like most women actually cry when they see their man cry because they don't usually see it. What up? Thank you, brother.
Listen, first of all, you only supposed to cry during movies when you a man. Any other time, I don't give a fuck what it is. Hold that shit in, nigga.
Yep.
Only for movies, nigga. All right? Let's hear the rest of this shit.
I'd like to go back in time and do what I wish I could have did back then and say, will you marry me? And I want to make sure I did it right. So,
This bitch said his name, Boyce Watkins. I'm going to quit calling her a bitch. This nice young lady who is trying to spare this nigga spirit.
You are something. Yo, wait. Go back a couple seconds.
She said you are something.
You are something.
You are. That means you are something else. Hold on, a little further. You are something, Boyce Watkins.
I'd like to go back in time and do what I wish I could have did back then and say, will you marry me? And I want to make sure I did it right.
He had the ring and the fatty pack.
You are something.
So the place that I first met you 26 years ago would be the place.
What is her side? What is she gonna tell her side nigga after this, boys?
She said,
Oh my God, boys! You standing on her feet, you fucking dork.
Hey guys, Toby
All right,
Mathis
I gotta
here.
let this shit go. God damn it!
Yo.
What the fuck? The fuck was that?
I don't like awkward moments personally, so I don't be watching them when they come up or if I read some shit. So when I watched this for the first time, I watched it for one of my lives and that was it. I never watched it again because I didn't want to. It was too fucking awkward. It was too fucked up. And it was all because of that one fucking line, bro.
Bro, she ain't cry.
You are something.
She ain't say yes right away. She ain't even say yes.
Ouch. I felt bad for him because I don't even hate this nigga Boyce Watkins. I just think that he's a fucking dickhead and he's running from he's in denial about this whole situation. Basically, it's just that's
Boys.
fucked up, man.
Boys, listen, boys. Her side nigga told her to marry you.
Jesus,
Trust me on this. I've been there, nigga.
Yeah, we can both.
Her side nigga said, "Yeah, go ahead. Nah, I feel. Listen. Marry him. He a good dude. Marry him." And she like, "Nah, but you don't get. Look, you already been fucking with him. Just go ahead and marry him, cause the side nigga gonna keep fucking her anyway."
Yep.
And now he feel like the more stable she is, the more he gonna get. And the more lame you is, the more freaky she gonna be.
Oh,
So
my
he got
God.
every reason to encourage her to go ahead with that. She talked to her therapist, her pastor, her mama, her friends, and her side nigga, and they all agreed, marry this nigga.
And she already had kids coming into it. And what he said,
Even her kids.
he said, it's not that I disagree with his stance on it. You just got to be careful when you are a stepdad. He said he immediately, when she brought her kids and involved her kids, he treated them like they were his own. And I feel like that's what you're supposed to do until them niggas don't respect you. Then it's fuck them niggas. You don't respect me, and I'm taking on the fucking challenge of being the nigga that ain't around or either give a fuck. If that's the case, fuck you little niggas. You ain't mine. You didn't come from my balls.
This
Fuck
how I
you.
feel about stepkids, because I got some. I fuck with y'all because y'all my woman's kids.
Right.
And I fuck with y'all because y'all under my roof. And real men of the past, whether it be spiritual or just men in general, if I let you into my house as my guest, I have to protect you as if you was my family. Because I let you into my house, my covering. The Bible story about Sodom and Gomorrah, let me throw this shit in here real quick. I like to educate. The story actually is, everybody just know it was some gay shit going on in Gomorrah, and he told Lot and his family and them to flee, and his wife looked back and turned into salt. That's what most niggas know.
Gomorrah was a bottom.
Yeah, but listen, the actual fucking story is, it was some angels that visited Lot and his family at their house. And he invited them into the house. And then a bunch of men from the fucking village wanted to rape the male angels in his house. And Lot protected the male visitors that was into his house. He would not allow those men to drag them out. And he protected them by offering them niggas his daughters.
Oh my God.
This the Bible, nigga. So he offered the raging crowd, like, you know, the mob of motherfuckers outside. He said, no, you can't fuck these men that's in my house.
Oh my God.
Take my daughters. You can fuck on them, but don't fuck these strangers. I gotta protect these strangers that's in my house. This the real fucking story. So then the men like, fuck that. We don't want your daughters. We want them niggas.
He said we want man butt looking at.
So they all went running away from the town and the village and God burnt it up. That's the story of Sodom and Gomorrah, nigga. But my whole point of saying that is, when the motherfucker's in your house and you done took cover over, or they done took cover in your house, everybody under that house is your responsibility. Same thing with side kid or step kids, however you want to call it. The dog, the cat. Like if my kids have kids spending the night. Let's say my kids have kids spending the night. You think they not in my care? You think I ain't gonna make sure that they alive when they leave? You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta start treating these side kids better than y'all do. They is your responsibility if they under your roof. You did.
Them niggas walked into town talking about, so we can do this shit the hard way or the easy way. Which one you want it? He said, I want you and I like you. I want your booty. The booty warriors came in. They said, we don't give a fuck about them daughters.
Dog, that shit crazy. Listen, that's why I be talking about the Bible, dog. If you actually read that shit, you going to be like, this shit is crazy.
He said, this shit is gay.
Dog. Hold on. Think about this shit. Think about how God, the mind of whoever created that fucking book, worked. I will throw my daughters to a mob of niggas before some strange niggas that just came to my house.
Insane behavior.
And not only that, while we at it, this for my nigga Happy Anasi. Here goes some Black history. The reason the curse supposedly fell on Canaan, which supposed to be the progenitor of the black races. It's all because his father saw they daddy balls.
Balls?
They saw his dick naked, and I don't know if they laughed at it. I don't know. They saw their daddy dick, and he cursed the son of him. He cursed his son.
He said, "Kids, I'm a grower, not a shower."
Maybe it's
Okay?
the son. Maybe it was the son of Canaan. I am getting a little confused. So either he cursed Canaan's offspring, which would make still the progenitor of black races, or he cursed Canaan himself. But I forget this right now, so let's not go that deep. But I just want y'all to know the reason why. Because a nigga saw another nigga dick. His son saw his dick. He cursed his whole generations behind him, according to the book. Okay.
I told AP
Noah.
He be thinking don't nobody want to hear about this shit. But if this nigga just dedicated a whole entire segment of a channel or a live to just talking about a bunch of shit that he read, there's gonna be plenty of motherfuckers that tune into that shit. Because a lot of
that
people
might be my next channel, Binky. I'm just gonna read the Bible and shit and break it down in layman's terms.
Niggas will love that shit. Matter of fact, you'll be the second coming of the cussing pastor.
I know you do it, Nasty. I'm just fucking with you, bro.
What was that nigga? He said, what the fuck in the name of the Holy Spirit? That nigga. In the name of Jesus, motherfucker.
You talking about the nigga with the like the long hair, iced tea dude?
With the ball in the top, and then he got the patch and the braid in the back, like a fucking Mortal Kombat
You talking about the nigga be crip walking and shit?
Yeah, the little light skinned nigga that be talking about in the name of the Holy Spirit.
Okay. Yeah, I know you talking about. I'm trying to think how we gonna move on from this. I don't know how I got to the fucking Bible like I did.
I do, because as we talk about the wife of somebody not being
there we go.
interested, we have a Adam 22 who has now allowed his wife to do boy-girl scenes after they once were agreed to not do so as they were in a relationship, and recently got married. They have a daughter, and now his wife, and because she brought it up, it wasn't him. Of course, it's always the one that agreed that she wasn't trying to do it, ends up coming back, spinning the block, and was like, look, and I know what happened, and I explained this. A lot of women that are in the adult film industry, when they get into a relationship and the guy is like, no, I don't want you to do scenes with other guys, they lose a lot of money. Because a lot of that money is in the boy girl scenes and the other shit like that. It's not really in the girl scenes and her just fucking her husband the entire time, which is what people saw.
By her being his wife made her more valuable for a porn. So them bags went from a few $1,000s a scene to 100 bands or more. So she looking at it like, is you crazy, motherfucker?
and they looking at, and that's the thing. And I think, because they're both in the business, it was a much more easier decision for him to be like, yeah, whatever. Yeah. Even though I know as a man, regardless of what niggas say, it could be him being in the industry or him being white. I know it's gonna fuck with him because it's different. It's not like it's one of his it's his bitch that he working with. They solid, they doing their shit, they just doing this porn shit together, they dating as boyfriend and girlfriend. This nigga married her because he loves this motherfucker and he cares about this motherfucker and he had a baby with her because he gives a fuck. So that shit is going to rub him the wrong way regardless of him being okay with it. And that's how I feel. I know a lot of people wanted to dismiss it. I saw different people's takes and they were like, yeah, that's that white boy shit. And I get it. But as a man, it's going to fuck with you. It's going to fuck with you.
I don't know though. Like in their profession, I don't know if it's gonna fuck with you. Cause like it's like pimp shit. Pimps be fucking their hoes. Don't get that twisted. Pimps be loving their hoes. Don't get that twisted. So niggas can't separate sex from relationship if they built like that. Trust me on that.
Well, and I guess I can if he's doing it for content's sake.
True. Oh, good ass point. Hold on. Look what he said. White men love seeing black niggas fuck their wife anyway.
Well, that is very true because he also said he knows that guy. He said he's very cool with that guy that she did the scene with, bro.
Good fucking point, dog. He already weird shit anyway.
Yeah, he explained it. This is why I brought it up, him not being cool with it, because he said after it happened, he felt some type of way. Like he said he kind of felt off. But that could just be for conversation's sake, for people to be out there and try to be on the internet like, ooh, Adam got his wife fucked around, blah, blah, blah. But he did explain that he knew the guy and that they were friends and that he was real cool with the motherfucker. So, I mean, and it's gonna bring a lot of money, like you said, because it is Adam's wife. Adam is worth multi-million-dollars. He's 7, probably 8 figure. I don't know about 8, but probably close.
Man, you gotta money make niggas do weird shit, man. That's why you gotta be built different. You gotta not do things for money. This kind of go back to being with a woman who allows you to have those principles, to have a job that might be more spiritually fulfilling than financially fulfilling. You know, you can't do shit for money. If you're a real nigga though, for real, money ain't even your fucking passion. You don't need things as much. You don't care about your car like that. You don't care about your clothes because you know you attract people no matter what. So you might get those things, but you know that shit ain't making you. So now only niggas care about money a lot is niggas who really need it.
I gotta ask you about the wife and in this situation, because like he doesn't need the money. I don't think she needs the money. And the fact that the conversation comes back up for her to do boy-girl scenes after it was established for her not to do that, and he kind of made it so that she didn't have to do that. What is it in, you know what I'm saying? Do you think that was her trying to press the issue, or do you think that was a collaborative thing where they were like, yeah, fuck it, do your thing?
Let me dial it back from this conspiracy and money shit and mastermind shit. Mm-hmm. Probably what really happened, nigga, he kept breaking their rules. Meaning he could fuck bitches on porns and shit.
Right.
He kept doing it privately on his own. And he kept breaking their fake ass boyfriend, girlfriend rules. You know what I'm saying? And she like, well, nigga, you keep doing this, I might as well start fucking. And he made it, and he put the stipulation in where it better be for money, and then, you know, to cover the fact that he keep breaking they agreed upon rules. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's probably more simple like that. Like this nigga kept breaking the fucking how we get down rules, and now she asks for a little more room and space to do her since he can't keep from fucking up. Let me address God King Consciousness real quick, G. He said, I'm a former minister, left the church, sprinted once, my eyes were open. That's kind of me too. I was in the church heavy and I was in the Bible heavy, and I studied my way right out that motherfucker. But if we did do some content, won't you start it, bro? And I support it. You know what I'm saying? I'll come on as often and as much as you want, but if I can barely do the shit I do, you don't want me as no goddamn teammate or partner, nigga. I'm a half-assing ass nigga. You feel me? But I will come on there and we can have some great shows. So set some shit up, talk to me, email me, reach. I like talking about everything. So that's possible. Where the fuck was we at? Let's move on from that because I don't even care about Adam 22 at all. Let's talk about this goddamn submarine, nigga. We wasn't on here last week when this shit was going down.
Oh, here we go.
Now look,
I've been waiting on this shit. I've been waiting on you to talk about this shit.
Now look, man, I don't got no brilliant shit to say because obviously we obviously know they was covering up some important shit. You know, a lot of things was happening during that time, they knew immediately that the shit imploded.
Shout out to
the Coast Guard reported it imploding the same fucking day. But did we get some memes out of that shit? I've been flooding this nigga GMS motherfucking inbox with meme after meme after meme, because I'm an old nigga. You know, I'm like niggas' dads and shit. You know how your old uncle and dad and mom be just sending you stupid shit that you probably done saw? That's me. I'm doing that shit. If I see something, I'm sharing it with the people I fuck with.
That's funny because I just came across this one today. Speaking of No Jumper, the nigga that used to be on No Jumper, AD, he's somewhere in the coast, down in the sea doing this little sub shit. And somebody was like, this nigga was down there looking for them niggas' wallets after that shit.
Oh, they trying to act like he broke it? He broke now or something? That's the joke?
No. They just making a joke about the submarine. They just like, he down there looking for niggas. I don't get the joke. Cause he a crip, nigga. He a motherfucker. He a hood nigga. So he a hood nigga in the ocean. And motherfuckers
that's a
like,
terrible joke.
He down there looking for niggas' wallets.
Don't laugh at that bullshit.
I loved it, nigga.
I stand up for comedy, nigga. That shit is not comedy. That shit is terrible.
You down there looking for the niggas that implode his wallets, nigga?
Not strong enough. Too late, not strong enough.
Oh, AP.
Too late, not strong enough. I refuse to laugh at bullshit. Once I turned 40, I said, nigga, you not laughing at no more bullshit.
You sound like my nigga Food that just left and shit. He
That's
that
what
type
he
of nigga. He the type of nigga that text back, no.
Like, not that one. You was high as fuck when you laughed at that
Yeah,
shit.
Simply no.
Yeah, you was high when you laughed at that shit, bro. But I say this, look. The bigger lesson here is don't fucking tempt God. You know what I'm saying? Don't play with your life. And it don't gotta be no submarine. Some of y'all motherfuckers' lifestyle is just as reckless as a goddamn submarine.
Crazy.
Whether it's what you smoking, what you drinking, what you eating, how you move out here. Stop testing God, man. You feel me? You helping motherfucking shit happen to your ass.
There was a whole
And I don't feel
news
sorry
segment
for
on
people that
shit.
help with their own bullshit. What you got on the subject? I know you covered it at some point. What was your point of take on it?
I just know that there was a whole CBS News coverage on this situation, or on this submersible. Excuse me, as they put it. And when you do some shit like this, for you to not vet the process or even look into what the shit was made up of, how you gonna get around what it was like, and just to do it because you got money, because I'm pretty sure that's what the fuck the deal was. Oh, we heard about this Ocean Gate shit. We got the money to pay $250K for a ticket. Let's do it. Without even trying to look up what it was about, what it, you know what I'm saying, what makes it up, what makes it move. We didn't hear nothing about these people's excursions beforehand. I didn't hear nothing about no Ocean Gate excursions.
Where is the
going down
video?
Titanic.
That's what I'm saying. Where the video of your first trip, motherfucker?
This was the first trip.
See, that's with a group. With a group of niggas.
Man.
Dude, what did they used to call them motherfuckers in the military? Like a spotter back in Vietnam or something. I forgot what they called them, but they used I don't know what they called them, but they used to send them in the little holes and shit, little trenches.
I don't know.
Put it like this, it'll be a hole in the ground, and they'll send a nigga down in there to go see if it's like a little tunneled out
mine and shit.
Well, not mines. They used to have, in Vietnam, they had like underground tunnel systems. That's how the Vietnam used to move around that bitch.
Scout. Oh yeah, Scout.
Yeah, well, they used to go in by themselves, one deep, and somebody will hold their motherfucking feet. A scout. Thank you, CDT. And they'll hold the nigga feet and drag his ass up. I'll hold the nigga feet if you want to go down there. You know what I'm saying? I'll reel the nigga down there in the boat like this on a long ass string. But I would never be the first nigga to do none of that shit.
This shit is on the internet. This shit is, you can go and see the Titanic in 1080p, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's right here. They got the excursion on the internet. If you want to see what it looks like, it's right there. And I say that for the people that's like, well, I mean, if you want to see it in person, nigga, in the submarine, that's how you see it. It's on a fucking computer screen. You can't see it outside the goddamn submarine. So you was gonna see it on a computer screen anyway.
Is you kidding me? I thought it was a small window on it.
There's a small window in the front, but it does not. It doesn't give you the fucking full view of it. You'll see.
So I was about to see this much of the fucking submarine. You know what this remind me of? The first goddamn trip to the moon. These hoe ass niggas got a picture of Earth like from a toilet roll.
You got to think about it too. When you see the picture, because there's a picture of them in there before they went off or whatever. The way that you crammed in there, you're in a row on each side, and the window is in the front. You think they gonna build an excursion around a fucking small window where everybody got to look past each other and shit to look at? No, they put a computer screen in there for a reason so that you can actually see what you trying to go see. So it's no purpose. You paying $250K to see what niggas see for free on YouTube.
I get what you saying. I get that. None of this shit makes sense. But the fact that the shit never been down there by his goddamn self yet. Because what I think the real goal was, he was trying to use a different material. Here go Happy Anasi. He was trying to use a new material to invent a different way of having a submersible.
Yeah.
So he was testing out an invention. You gotta be rich. Somebody tested the airplane out. You did.
Right.
You gotta test your invention. But God damn it, if you taking me with you, motherfucker.
That's the crazy part, because it was supposed to be a submersible that could withstand that amount of pressure and going that deep into the ocean to where it can get down to actually see the Titanic. It had to implode before they got to the Titanic. So therefore, you never been there before. It had to implode. There was no other way. There was no other, like, you can't. It wasn't that they got to it and it imploded. That motherfucker imploded before they got there because they heard it on that Sunday.
You're right. But this is a true point that I forgot about. They did go down there multiple times. But James Cameron, I remember his interview. He said, yeah, it worked a couple times. But after wear and tear, the shit wasn't going to keep working, motherfucker. You know
on
what
the
I'm
Ocean
saying?
Gate, though? On that Ocean Gate, though?
Yep. They went down multiple times. And James Cameron knew that ain't what we make submersibles with. You taking a big risk with that shit. And because it worked the first time, they went a couple more times. But the concern always was, like, the day it don't work, it's going to be detrimental. Then, goddamn it, they was right. You feel me?
That's crazy.
But, yeah, that's some dumb shit. Before we get off this subject, man, what could make you possibly go down there?
Nothing.
Is there amount of money?
There's nothing, because we have not explored the majority, or we haven't even explored a great percentage of our ocean. Why do I want to go exploring some shit that the niggas that's supposed to explore, get paid to explore shit, won't even go do?
Hold on. Let's will it back. Because now we see what could happen. We see, this is hindsight. We see an implosion. Now let me call you a GMS. Mm-hmm. We have an opportunity for you. It's going to pay you $5 million. You can record it for your podcast as well. It'll blow your shit up and you get $5 million. And we've been down there 4 times already. We want you to come on this next excursion down to see the goddamn Titanic. Boom. What do you do with that? What you doing?
I need to ask, how many successful trips have they taken to the Titanic? First and foremost.
They said 4. Yeah, this was all in the spiel. 4 times we've been down there. It's our 5th trip.
Okay. Has there been any routine maintenance on this motherfucker? Have you guys actually checked the submarine to make sure that it was up to standard to take another trip to those depths?
I don't believe you would have the foresight to ask all that, but let's just say you did.
I would, because of the simple fact that I'm terrified of being in the ocean.
Are you terrified of $5 million in the ocean?
I am. So
what if he say, yeah, of course, we changed the timing chain on it. We waxed this bitch and changed the oil.
Well, because if somebody, I would never skydive. If somebody offered me $5 million to skydive, I still wouldn't do it. Because I probably would die in the air from panic attack.
I would die from the door opening, nigga. I can't do it. So I can't fucking do it. Me. I was scared as a bitch on the mountains of fucking Arizona, goddamn it, in Colorado. Them mountains, I won't even do the mountains again, nigga. Yeah, so ain't no fucking way I'm doing no skydiving. Well, look, stupid white people do stupid white people shit, and guess what? Stupid white people shit happens. So let's move on. Carlisha Hood.
Okay.
She was in the chicken spot or whatever, getting some food, ordering some food, getting into an altercation with a young man. The young man said, get your food. Get your food. She didn't get her food. He get to taking off on her. Her son
nigga
said, not my motherfucking mama.
Right.
Yeah. Right. End of the fucking story, right?
Right.
Then they get arrested.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. My speculation is because the adrenaline and the energy was still turned up, and the remorse, there was no remorse because she just got beat up. So imagine her after the fact when the police came, she might have still been, fucked him, shoot him again. I'll shoot this motherfucker. Give me the goddamn gun. She could have still been going crazy. So got arrested off of her energy. I don't know. Just speculation. Yeah. I'm thinking how this shit probably played out. Because I'm wondering why the fuck would they even get arrested? They probably was still in mode when the police came. That's what I'm thinking. Mm-hmm. So anyway, she get arrested. They finally let them go due to all the fucking, people speaking on it. But now she's suing them. Yeah. Not mad at that. Let's talk it out though. So what do you feel about the initial part? When you first saw it, what was your thoughts?
I thought dude got what he deserved. It's hard for me to say that in instances where once again, you know what I'm saying, we seeing somebody black kill somebody black regardless of, the young man's age. It's hard for me to say that, but reality is reality, and that man made a fucking horrible mistake by taking off on that woman like she was a fucking man, and didn't actually have her. I don't care, and that's the thing about certain clips, man. I know we can't get full context when it comes to certain clips, but listening to her tone of voice and what she was saying, because I heard everything that she said when he was telling her not to say another word before he knocked her out, he did not have a reason to put hands on her in that moment. He did not have a reason to do that. So what came with that is what was deserved in that moment. And I think any man that actually has respect and love for their mother and don't want no shit like that to happen, they will protect their mom in that situation. Whether he had a knife, whether he had a stick, whether he had a gun, the nigga's about to get hurt. You're not going to punch my mom like that and get away with it. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know what to say.
Shout out to Irene. She said her food order was wrong. That's why dude was impatient. So she was really just holding the line up and holding him up simply because she wanted her shit.
That she paid for.
Now, can I tell y'all something I tell my wife, man? And I think it's good advice. My wife used to be one of the motherfuckers that'll hold up a goddamn checking line out about some change. And I used to be like, baby, fuck that little money. If you got a problem with it, take it to the customer service desk or I give it back to you. But the last thing I need you to do with your thick booty ass, your little pretty little light-skinned ass, is get jumped by some hoes behind you that's mad because you taking too fucking long, because you know how bitches is in line.
Yeah.
God damn, what the bitch doing? You start hearing the whispers, you start hearing the disrespect. And my wife kind of a firecracker. She might be like, excuse me, who you talking to? Now y'all fighting. Right. If she got her sons with her, because it's probably going to be a bitch with a couple sons, now they fighting. If I'm not there, what you going to do? If I am there, now I'm going to fuck somebody up. And this shit can keep going until niggas is shooting in the parking lot. Somebody dead behind some fucking change.
Stupid
now,
shit.
This is not this woman's fault. But I also told my wife long time ago not to be like this woman.
Yeah.
If you got a crazy nigga in front of you, and by crazy, I mean a crazy person, man, woman, whoever, get the fuck out their way. Let them be crazy. We'll regroup. We'll deal with the shit how we supposed to deal with it. But don't stand there and people is mentally unstable. Clearly. A lot of people, and especially women, think that they invincible. She did try to tell her son to leave, too. I like that about that, too. She actually told her son to go in the car.
Yeah.
But I also wish she
tried to de-escalate the situation.
Because he said exactly what he was going to do.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
This is my problem. He didn't just argue with her and hit her. He warned her. I'm going to hit you. I'm going to knock you out.
If you keep
say it, and this happened multiple times. He's not right. He got what he got. He got what he deserved. But I also wish she took heed to this unstable nigga who was screaming that shit in her face.
I agree with you. That's another part about it is, when you are somebody in a situation, especially a woman, and I get it, motherfuckers want to feel empowered. I'm all with you. But in a situation where you know that you have a disadvantage, don't egg a nigga on when he's threatening to assault you, threatening to try to fuck you up. I know some people may have dealt with niggas that was bluffing in the past, but that don't mean every nigga finna be bluffing with you. They ain't finna be fucking around with you. Motherfuckers will take off on you without none. They don't give a fuck about chivalry. They don't give a fuck about respecting none of that shit. There's people out there like that, and y'all gotta have that mentality. It don't matter who you've dealt with in your lifetime. It's about staying smart in the situation and being, using your logic, using your common sense, knowing how to de-escalate shit and not escalate shit when you know you have the disadvantage.
Bro, I have seen too much bullshit get turned up quickly. My wife was in a fender bender around the corner years ago. She calls me. Can you come up here? I was just in a fender bender, but dude acting crazy. Mm-hmm. And he was a passenger in a bitch car, and two bitches was in the car, and a nigga was in the back. So this is the call I receive. I rush out there, right? I'm only a couple blocks away. So my reaction time was hella quick. They was even stunned, like the dude. So I jump out the car on already feeling the way. I'm like, what's the problem here? He like, the girls start talking. The girls start being extra talking. But I'm looking at the nigga the whole time, like mugging him down because I feel like he was the aggressor.
Yeah.
And then the woman's still talking and blah, 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 blah. I said, it's a fucking accident. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like trying to explain, like, ain't nothing to talk about. Bitch, wait in the car. If she called the police, then y'all just sit there and fucking wait. Dude said, who is you talking to like that? I said, nigga, everybody out here, nigga, like this. Because I'm in my head, I'm like, I want you to say something already. He don't say shit. He just mugging me. Then all of a sudden a car pulls up down like on the corner. He go walking to the car. So he done called some niggas up there.
Like
I already was on bullshit. I was on bullshit when I got there. I just was.
But that's some
I was
shit.
being a little more hesitant because I was trying to let them deal with this like a fucking car crash. So
But
when I seen the car down there, I went like this with my hands, just looking at the car, and then dude was talking to them through the window. So I just up my shit, not showing it, but I just turned my side and up my shit, and I'm just kind of standing by this little tree.
Yeah.
I was finna just light the car up. That's all my head was telling me. And they pulled off, and dude came walking back, different energy, better energy, and then the women was able to deal with the car crash. This is a fucking fender bender where the cars weren't even barely fucked up.
Yeah.
They thought they saw somebody vulnerable, and they wanted to act extra. This done happened so many times in my life. And my sister done called me on dumb shit. And I'd be like, dude, this shit can get turned up too goddamn fast. So everybody need to understand when you're dealing with that type of energy, don't meet it. Don't meet that same energy unless you really like that, but just try to avoid it.
It's the case of Travis Rudolph, man.
All this kind of shit. So even when I saw this situation with the woman, I was already trying to tell myself, like, she should have stopped talking. It ain't her fault now. Don't get me wrong. I do not blame her for how this shit went down. I just wish she took dude serious.
Yeah.
He was clearly gonna do what he said. And I wish
he got in the stance. Like, he got in a real stance.
Nigga, we saw that shit coming a mile away. Every nigga who saw that shit knew that shit was finna happen a mile away. And she thought she could just keep saying what she was saying. You can't reason with an unreasonable motherfucker. This is the same thing with the police. When they acting unreasonable, stop talking to them. You not finna win that.
She could have got to saying sorry in that moment. The next word, it didn't matter what it was. He was finna take off.
Man, listen, I hate to bring this up, but I thought about this too, Concrete. She ate them motherfuckers. I was thinking like, you weak ass nigga, you couldn't even knock this bitch out. She ate them motherfuckers.
Hell no.
She might have got with his ass if the sun never popped him. She might have started whooping on that nigga, dog. We don't know how that shit would have turned out. Because she told her, she looked at her son like, get in the car. Like she was going to handle this shit like, get in the car.
Twist this nigga up.
She was about to whip that nigga herself.
Nah, she not no small lady. I will say that. She not no small lady, so.
But bro, my point is like, dude, y'all know how this shit go. Why you think Lil Dog had a banger on him anyway? just going to the spot they went to. I ain't gonna lie, I'm the same way. It's this little JJ's chicken I like to go to. I'm gonna be heated. Ain't no fucking way I'm going in. I don't care what time of day it is. It's one way in, one way out. You think I ain't finna go in there with no heat, man? You crazy. But I love they chicken, goddammit. I wish they had a window, goddammit.
You gotta stand in the line just like that when you at JJ's too. When you
nigga, we grew up watching Boys in the Hood, nigga, the Jack in the Box, nigga. Don't get caught slipping at the Jack in the Box, nigga. I'm just saying.
Motherfuckers tried to get us at Harold's Chicken when we was in Gary. We was leaving. We was about to get back on the road, but everybody wanted to eat. And we walked in. There wasn't nobody around. We went in there. It's like 8-something. We went in there. We all ordered. We standing there. You know, it took probably like half an hour for our food to get ready and shit. We all got our food. We start walking out. It was 3-4 crackheads standing out there trying to ask us questions and shit. As soon as we walked out, I'm just, you know, you never know what the fuck, nigga. I didn't know nobody was around. Them motherfuckers came out the bushes, nigga. They knew we was in there asking for meals, asking for money, all types of shit. Could have been a nigga standing around the corner waiting to rob niggas. You never know.
Bro, I'm always on point. Shout out to Happy Anasi. He said, never keep your gun too far from your hand. Now check this shit out. Same chicken spot. This on New Year's Eve one night. Me and my wife was out kicking it, drinking. We go order our food. It's packed in there. It's packed. Wall to wall, motherfuckers sitting all over the place. This is like COVID time, right? Niggas come in with some. They come in with the poo shiesties on. I mean, showing nothing.
Not the poos.
First of all, think about what I just said. It's New Year's Eve.
Oh,
niggas got jewelry on, clothes. Everybody in there fresh as fuck. And 2 grimy ass niggas come in there. Look, fryers. Look, who know about fryers? Nigga, shit. Look, it's a spot in the Milwaukee, nigga. You better not. All right, so look, they come in with the masks and shit on. I had my burner on me, but I had it in a weird ass spot. Uh-oh. I wouldn't even have been able to get to it. So I went outside, repositioned it.
Yeah.
Then came back in there with that shit on my motherfucking hand. Because I really kind of hung around by the outside door while they was all in there. Like I said, it's one way in, one way out. If they was finna stick the whole motherfucking place, they could have locked the door and just upped on everybody and hope that other niggas didn't have no guns. So then I stood outside like till I felt like my food might have been ready. Then I went back in, gun in hand. Now mind you, of course it's tucked and shit. I be on fucking point. I don't trust. I know what grimy is. I don't want no parts of that shit. I just want that chicken and that damn sauce. You feel me? So this woman's scenario. Let me ask you this, GMS, because let's just try to think about it. Do you have anything that you could say about the brother who lost his life? What do you think about his role in all this?
I think he went overboard. I think he did too much. I think that when you're a man in a situation, when you're dealing with a woman, you should never, ever allow yourself to get to the point where you become the physical aggressor. Usually when it's a situation like this, when a dude is going back and forth with a woman, I usually see the woman taking off first because the man said some shit that was either too far or some shit that hit a nerve or whatever. You should never allow yourself as a man, if this is, and I know it's going to sound crazy, but if it's not your woman, if a motherfucker is talking to you crazy, your best bet is to remove yourself from that situation. And it's because 10 times out of 10, you will be the person to be in the on the good end of the stick when you beating the fuck out of somebody who is less powerful than you, don't know how to stick and fucking move. And it's just what it is. And the nigga didn't look like he was somebody that didn't know how to fight. That first hit, that motherfucker clocked her. He linked into that motherfucking shit. Nigga, that shit was it didn't drop her.
It didn't drop her.
But
not at all. He had to give her like a 12 more, motherfucker.
He had to try to come back with another one. But I'm saying that's a
he shocked himself
nigga.
Like, damn, that bitch ate that shit.
That's an unhinged nigga.
That's what my point was about.
You know what I'm saying? You can't be around that type of shit. He's just that type of person. Like you said, AP, she had to know who she was dealing with because of his reaction and take it upon herself to be a more sensible human being to de-escalate that shit. Shut the fuck up, drop your ego or whatever the fuck it was that you was holding on to that made you want to keep talking while a nigga was in stance to punch you. You got to be smarter than that, especially when you got your son over here, because now he feel like and that's another thing, the trauma that might come from this, because he had to kill somebody, even though he feels justified, even though right now he's probably like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I did what I had to do for my mom. He's 14 years old. He's from Chicago, I'm guessing. And he killed it. This is his first body. I feel like there might be more in the future.
Like they turn them up. You know what? Honestly, that's a righteous kill, in my opinion.
It is. Of course
and
it is.
I know what you're saying, though. For one, for him to have a gun, it makes you feel like his energy is already on some I'm on that shit, you know? But that don't mean that's true. Because like I was saying about here, square niggas got to have pistols here. Or you can't be lacking, dog. Chicago like that, St. Louis like that, Philly like that. You can't be fucking lacking. You can want to be a square nigga. That shit, you in danger, goddamn. You need something.
We see them niggas, we see the white people talking about why did a 14-year-old have a gun? It's because these motherfuckers, and it's not just white people, what I'm saying, that's what I was seeing most of, talking about the shit, but they don't understand environment because they so used to being in environments where they don't have to do that. I understood why a 14-year-old boy had a gun on him living in where he lived at, because it's normal for niggas that age to start carrying a gun, even younger.
Yeah.
So it's not a surprise to me that he had something on him.
I told you, I called one of mine with the fucking extendo and shit. And I'm like, God damn it. I mean, you can't, you already know, because you like, man, damn, like, I don't want him to have this shit.
It's sad, but it's reality.
I took it. But the point is like, hopefully that made him vulnerable enough to just move different.
Yeah.
You feel me? You got to move different when you ain't got nothing. When you got something, it pumps your heart, dog. Like niggas, a lot of niggas feel tougher with that shit.
Did you feel like at his age, he didn't have beef like that?
Hell
That's why
no.
you took it?
He was definitely trying to do the most.
Yeah,
like, nigga,
so
you ain't even got that kind of life. Like
taking it was smart, because you already know in that situation, motherfuckers would be the first to react. You know what I'm saying, and be on the offense than the defense. You know what I'm saying? He not carrying it for that simple fact. He carrying it because he want to prove something.
Or you catch a case for carrying it. Simple as that. You starting your record off already for nothing, and you ain't even got that kind of lifestyle. So it's like. But here I am, a nigga who had, I'm talking about all kind of shit, nigga. I can arm the whole hood, swear to God. Yeah. But I was smarter though. Like my pops really made us wiser. Like we was from that energy of don't pull it if you ain't gonna use it. Don't use it and be stupid about it. If you gonna shoot a nigga, keep the bullet. If you gonna do. Like we was trained how to get away with it. You know what I'm saying?
AP.
So. Mm-hmm.
Can I tell you something real quick? Coming from somebody that coming from a person that used to keep it on them, I need to tell you something that happened to me one time.
Okay.
I had to scare a bunch of suburban kids one day.
Niggas is stupid. My fault. Go ahead.
And it was justified. My guy was getting jumped by, but we got called because it was supposed to be some big white on white hockey niggas versus football niggas fighting shit, and they wanted to call the black kids who always be fighting to come over and watch the shit. Mm-hmm. So me and my homies went over there to see it because of course we wanted to see it. And it just so happened that my guy, rest in peace, Rob Lowe, he had a birthday party at this fucking, I don't know, some community center or whatever. And us being degenerates went in the back where we wasn't supposed to go and snooping around and shit, and we found a box full of prop guns.
Oh, okay.
There were it was a couple 9mm and it was a shotgun, and it was like a actual, like, you know what I'm saying? It was metal. It literally was a shotgun, but it was a prop gun. I got a call to come pull up to a fucking fight that was supposed to be happening with everybody else. My homeboy got there before us, and I guess something happened where he was talking shit to some random white kids, and they started jumping them. Nigga, I went to the trunk and pulled out that prop shotty, nigga, and went, nigga. When I tell you,
Nah, you funny.
the scatter that I saw, it was the funniest shit in the fucking world. But I mean, I wasn't finna take no chances my goddamn self. I wasn't finna get jumped by a bunch of hockey and football white boys, nigga. Fuck that shit. I'm finna be nigga.
You literally pump fake them niggas.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
For real, nigga.
But listen, we used to stick motherfuckers. We had 3 bullshit ass guns. We was like 13. We had a real looking ass, like one of them real looking ass cap guns. We broke the the orange tip off of it. We had a little. This shit was for races. Like, you know how you start a pistol starter for a race?
Uh-huh.
And another one was a real metal, like, replica of a goddamn peacemaker from fucking the 1800s. Like, we had a replica, a fucking little ass broke off plastic piece, and a fucking pistol, like a race starter. And we was terrorizing the neighborhood. We was robbing everything, dog.
And you gotta think about how dumb that is, because if you
we had nothing that shoots. Nothing that shoots.
If somebody would have, because like in my situation, I'm knowing that all these high school suburban white kids, there's nobody out here with a gun. I knew everybody.
You would hope that. You will hope that.
But the reason why I know that is because of the type of crowd it was. These niggas weren't even trying to fight. They had to jump my guy. So it was just one of those situations where I had a good inkling that, you know what I'm saying, of course it ain't gonna be that type of situation. If I was somewhere in the city, if I was over north or over south, god damn it if I wasn't driving the fuck off. Because if I ain't have nothing real on me, motherfucker, fuck that shit. You will be a dumb motherfucker to pull out a prop gun in the middle of some shit where you think that nigga, you'll die.
We almost got shot. We tried to rob an Arab cab dude. This, mind you, we like 12 or 13. We middle school niggas, right? We called the cab to a bullshit ass address. As we was coming out between the houses with our little bullshit fake ass guns, dude upped on us a big ass fucking, probably a 45 or something.
God,
dog. He said, hey, and then he was going to drive. Nigga, we just turned around and was falling over trying to get the fuck out of here.
No, nobody was trying to get shot, nigga.
No, like niggas, no. When you young and dumb, you just stupid. Now you put yourself in some stupid ass predicament.
When I thought about that shit, I was like, dude, imagine if the police came. You know what I'm saying? Imagine the police came. It's a bunch of white kids running, and I'm a big black nigga with a prop shotgun.
You would have got killed with no gun in your hand.
Nigga. I would have died.
You see the big nigga that was walking in the middle of the fucking highway that time with the white shirt? I wish I knew the brother's name that they shot down. You remember when the helicopter dude was like, that looked like a nasty dude right there. That looked like That nigga had his hands up, nigga. You can't be as big as you, nigga.
Man, I wasn't thinking, man. We was young, stupid. I said, oh, they jumping Marcus. I said, God damn it.
Now look, fast forward 2 years. I'm talking about we pulling up 3 cars deep. Everybody got something. Everybody got, fools and extras. Yeah. Nigga, different movements. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that was just a couple years later. But prior, we was sticking niggas. And when you got a fake gun, nigga, the only way you can get some nigga to act right is
shaking that bitch. You can't let him see
you gotta hold it with some seriousness. Look me in my eyes, man. I'm not fucking around.
You gotta periodically put it to your side, like, nigga, I'm not playing, motherfucker. You man.
You gonna make me kill you.
Man.
Nigga, then you gotta have the other one be hell of aggressive, pulling at their shirts and try to pull them down. You gotta make shit. You gotta improvise. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, bro. I don't know how the fuck we got here. Being young niggas with guns. Okay, long story short, These niggas now, though, having guns is as important to them as how having a certain shoe that came out or having a certain pelly jacket is. Like shit that we wanted when we was in high school, that's how important having a stick is to these niggas.
Yeah, with
You know what I'm saying?
extendos and all that shit. Beams. These niggas be having the works on their shit.
Yes, they do. And they be putting them together. Them niggas be ordering all kind of shit to add to their shit. So I'm just saying that's where we at now. So it's almost scary to be like, damn, my kids is trying to survive, trying to hoop. It was a little nigga at the basketball game last week that was trying to stand on niggas at the fucking court. And I'm thinking like, this little hoe ass nigga is trying to be on that gang shit in the middle of this fucking white ass goddamn.
Oh my God.
Now, mind you, the team is a lot of black kids on the team, but these are predominantly white schools.
Right.
But I'm like, nigga, y'all on that shit out here,
Nigga,
man.
read the
Calm
room,
fuck down.
goddammit.
I know, man. This is not. It's probably fucking fire chiefs and police officers in the goddamn crowd. You stupid motherfucker.
That's the one
like,
thing
calm
I
the
hated
fuck
about
down,
that,
man.
I hated that aspect of it because it wasn't even about. It wasn't really about them acting out. It was about where we was at and what it and how unnecessary it was. Like, nigga, you not around the same motherfuckers you be around every day. This is different.
Let's move on because I want to continue to talk about this type of shit. Is like our mindset, because that was our mindset that put that chicken place or wherever the fuck they was at in that shooting. That's a lot to do with our mindset. Let's talk about this goddamn BET Awards. And the reason I want to talk about that shit is that was the tackiest, most spirit motherfucking flight taking two ass motherfucking Cheesecake Factory on the fucking weekend. This ass, I don't know what to call it. But that shit looked it horrible, goddamn it. Yeah. I didn't see a celebrity in that. I didn't see one motherfucker that I should look up to as a celebrity, as a talented person, as a fucking inspiration. I saw a lot of just. It looked like a fucking high school prom.
That's why I don't tune in live. I only look at the moments that were highlighted from the show and shit on the internet. I don't like to watch the whole show because it's always bound to be some fuck shit that happens. They had Sexy Red acting Ratchet next to Bobby Jones Gospel. He was confused. He said, what in the heavenly Father is going on next to me?
And I can see, first of all, his ass was there. So what the fuck you there for, oh my God? Unless they was giving gospel awards, which I think they do now.
They always do every year.
Yeah, you're right.
They force gospel singers to be in the same room with these degenerate fuckers.
But these motherfuckers ain't no better. But I'm gonna say it like this though. This is the point. This is my big gripe. And I brought up proms and shit. I was ghetto as fuck as a kid. A lot of people was. But the one time we got to act like we had some fucking class was when we went to prom. When we went to somebody's wedding. When we went to an event like a award show type of event. Motherfuckers got to get suited and booted and feel like we had some class. You know what I'm saying? Put a tie on, put some shit on, and feel like some players. You know what I'm saying? Player balls type shit. Where the fuck do niggas go now if you want to have an event like that ain't ratchet as fuck? Where can you go?
They're only gonna name white celebrations and award shows. I really wouldn't. I mean, we just have to set a certain standard, man. That's all that is.
Is acting like you got class, is that white shit?
No, it's not even that. I'm just saying what.
No, I know what you're saying. You're saying we would have to go to their events if we want to experience that. But I'm saying, why is it that black people? I ain't got no problem with ghetto shit. Right. Why the fuck it got to be everywhere though? Why can't it be a time and a place? That's my biggest problem. Why can't we understand the time and the place? Why the fuck is we still celebrating twerking? That shit ain't even hot.
That's why.
Who the fuck get excited off of twerking?
That's why I appreciated what Busta said. I don't know if you saw his speech that he had when he accepted his lifetime achievement.
Father's daughter dance. The only place you could be fucking classy. Real shit.
Right.
Real shit. Because a man ain't going to have his daughter looking like no fucking hoe and a man gonna be cleaned up, man. You joking, but that's the fucking truth. The fucking father-daughter dance is the only place you can go and have that experience. My fault, G. What you was saying?
Did you catch Busta's speech?
No.
So he basically called all that shit out during his speech.
Oh, I'm gonna look it up. No, I don't
He
know
was
what
like, he said, why do we have to? It's not all about shaking ass, the drugs we selling, the drugs we doing, this and that, and even called out the labels talking about what they push and trying to push the same old shit. He was like, the beef shit is corny. Niggas arguing or beefing over little shit when everybody need to be getting to the bag. Everybody should be, doing X, Y, and Z. And of course, the internet full of young, dumb motherfuckers or trendy motherfuckers, whatever you want to call them, gave a little pushback. But at the end of the day, more people appreciated what he had to say because it's the fucking truth. Everything is oversaturated, and it just so happens to be in the culture, in this culture specifically. And it's like it's getting to the point where we don't have too many diverse, acts in the space to fill the fucking room up with different people. Even though we do, we just don't think we do because they're not on the same level as a Ice Spice or a Cardi B or, you know what I'm saying, or the major motherfuckers that come out there. But if they paid attention and broaden their fucking horizons, they'll see more talented motherfuckers are out there than the same people y'all keep trying to promote to the community.
Listen, man, he hit everything on the head, but I've talked to people about it. I talked to a grown-ass woman about it, and I ain't like her stance on it. Too many motherfucking women is okay with this behavior.
Yeah.
They turn up right with this whole ass shit. It ain't cute. It's degrading to a race of people. Fuck if it's degrading you. It look terrible for the people older than you, younger than you, all of the above. If you want to do it, do it. Do it at the club. Do it at your house. Do it at girls' night, little slumber party. Do it there. Not at the motherfucking slave castle. Not at the motherfucking ball and prom and all that other shit. Niggas is having semi-automatics and fully autos and shit in their prime pictures. Bitches is looking like hoes in their prime pictures. Niggas is dressing like motherfucking Jalen Rose. Niggas out here dressing like Jalen Rose and shit. Man, I'm just saying.
Damn.
I'm just saying, man. Listen, I didn't never want to be one of them grumpy ass old man. But god damn, y'all fucking my life up, man. I hate y'all niggas, man. I hate seeing people that don't know when and where to do that. You bothering me. That's my problem. And the niggas I'm talking about I hate is people that let your bullshit affect me. Do your bullshit where it only affects you, man. That's all I want. If y'all in the streets and y'all got a gangbang, kill each other in accurate, well planned out hits where only your target get hit.
Yep.
You feel me? If you gonna steal cars, drive slow, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like all y'all bullshit is affecting me, man.
Did you see that video of the Kia boy that got caught and was getting a whooping?
Yeah, I saw that shit. I applauded it, of course.
I did too.
Whoop
Bless
that
the
little
God.
ass.
Yeah, they were so lucky they didn't run into one of them little niggas that got them sticks on them.
Listen, guess what? And this is why I'm so harsh on niggas. Because when I was a little bad motherfucker robbing niggas with fucking toy guns, if I died, I fucking died. I wouldn't expect nobody to feel no way for me, man. I know I was on bullshit.
Yeah, you
if I got arrested, I ain't telling nobody. I was really on bullshit.
Yeah.
You niggas telling. Y'all niggas starting shit that y'all can't finish. Y'all hitting bitches, can't even knock them out. Y'all niggas is just doing too fucking much. Jalen Rose, 55, still dressed like he going to fucking prom. This shit is getting out of hand.
Just got fired by ESPN too, man.
I seen
ESPN
that.
Cleaning house, boy.
It's probably for that shit. They tired of all that colorful ass shit. Nigga, this nigga wearing buffs on motherfucking NBA championships, nigga.
He wouldn't give
Stop
up his
that
barber
shit.
plug. He wasn't trying to give up his barber plug to the Cavs. They was like, man, bring your barber on the set, man.
No,
We'll
they saw
fail.
that nigga die. His goddamn die. When they got his motherfucking receipts, they're like $200,000 on die. Who in the fuck?
Jet Black. What the?
What is Jet Black? Where is a place called Beauty Island? Where you spent $20,000 at Beauty Island? Like, nigga,
God.
they're like, get the fuck out of here, bro. Jalen, let them fucking grades show, my nigga. Let them grades show, nigga. You could be a boss ass, player ass nigga with some grades, man. Little girls at the little show, man. If you pregnant, bitch, cover your goddamn baby bump. You know what I'm saying? If you a little thought bitch, a little hoe, good. Go watch some hoe movies from the 70s, goddamn it. Them bitches had class. China down, nigga. Go watch some 70s shit. Where this shit, where the lifestyle originated. You feel me? You want to be on some hoe shit? Go look at some hoes, man. There's white escorts. Guess who they are? The wives of these motherfucking or the baby mamas of fucking Al Pacino and motherfucking Robert De Niro. That's what a white hoe look like.
Do you think that they're trying to put being a hoe or celebrating a hoe in the same category as like women empowerment and feminism?
Of course they are. Of course they are. And guess what? I'm okay with hoes, but I'm not okay with how you hoe. So again, if I'm pimping, you think I want my hoes to look like them bitches at BET, or do I want my hoes looking like Steph Curry wife or Al Pacino baby mom? I'm just saying, or Boyce Watkins wife. So I'm just saying, my hoes is gonna look like respectable women. They gonna marry and date niggas that's much older than them, that's giving them real bags, and I'm gonna be rich as fuck. But them little raggedy bitches I saw at BET couldn't get a nigga shit but a headache.
They doing the on the corner hoe shit, not the prestigious hoe shit.
Nigga, any pimp know a white bitch is a good bitch to have. Why is that? Tricks trust them. Police don't fuck with them the same. Police give them breaks. All of the above. But it ain't just because they white. You can take them different spots unless you ghetto them up like some of these lame niggas do. But
so
a good black hoe is going to be in the gym, looking presentable, looking respectable. We're gonna be able to get her some dates. You know what I'm saying?
You know that rapper Sauce Walker? You ever heard of him? Sauce Walker is a nigga from Texas. He said something along the lines of the same thing that you just said right now. And he didn't, of course, he couldn't outright come out and say like he was pimping, but the video clip was making his rounds because everybody was trying to like make it like, oh, he was saying he prefer white women over black women, but they didn't understand that he's pimping. Mm-hmm. So the fact that he was saying what he was saying, it
had nothing to do with regular square shit.
Exactly. So he was talking about how they're easier, they don't do this, they don't do that. That it's a testament to certain things like that. And also it's also uplifting black women in a sense as well, because niggas ain't finna go and take and degrade y'all in that way. So take it as that. And I don't know why I see black women try to be like, how the fuck y'all motherfuckers talking about pimping white women? Nah, man, go. I think you should be encouraged by that. I think you should be glad that
the real issue is you got a bunch of women that don't care what nobody else think. That's
right.
A cultural problem.
Mm-hmm.
We think even black men, we think we can't be told shit. It ain't that we trying to be like nobody else. We trying to be better like ourselves. We trying to be better black people. That's what your thought process should be. How can I be a better black man or black woman? Not like be like white people, not be like somebody else. How can you be a better black woman? And we getting worse. And bitches is co-signing it. That's all I got to say about that shit. I don't want to keep going on about it. It just makes me sick. It's all this little hood shit. Again, I'm just tired of the shit. For real, for real.
Every time you turn around, they got another woman on here, promoting that bullshit. And it's crazy how it's only happening in a certain community, our community.
Let me see if I can sneak in one more topic, man. So I don't want to end on us, man. I don't want to end on us talking shit. Roseanne. Roseanne don't give a flying fuck.
Roseanne was talking her.
Just
her
made
shit.
some comments about people that she already was beefing with. People that she claimed to be a part of.
Yeah.
Roseanne says she 100% Jewish. And she said some wild shit that she know gonna get her smoke.
Yeah.
But she also ain't the first woman of that race to say that. There was another old lady who was a newscaster who, before she died, kept it real. I forget her name, but she kept it real about that population of people.
Mm-hmm.
What was we calling them before?
The shoes or
The shoes.
The chews.
We're talking about the shoes.
The chews. It's chews.
Oh, the chews. Okay, yeah, the chews. But my thing about that is, right, I would like to see some real, I don't know if I want to say advocacy. I don't think that's the right word. I want to see some real attention put into the real history of those times, but I want them to bring up King Leopold, who killed millions of African motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? In the Congo. And I want them to put more emphasis on that Holocaust if we gonna talk about a Holocaust at all. You feel me? Or American slavery or something else. Because those people bully the fuck out of everybody else to watch their tone and watch their mouth like they did Nick Cannon and Kyrie and other people.
Kanye.
But how about we make sure we saying certain names more and more and more. Let's get some names of some bad guys that we could keep saying more and more. You know what I'm saying? Make that shit more relevant to, that way when we see a motherfucker say it the same way we got cancel culture, we jump on their ass. Like, did you say niggas didn't go be in slavery? You know what I'm saying? Like, they just jump on niggas' ass like they be on niggas' ass.
That's true.
Like these fake black Indian niggas talking about we aborigines.
It's all part of staying on code.
I had that argument with y'all niggas one day too.
When you understand what staying on code is, like I've had to understand over the years, there's a reason behind that. You know what I'm saying? Anybody,
we're gonna try, brother.
Anybody that ever that's on Twitter sees what's happening on that app, and people don't understand. Twitter is the #1 app for like when news breaks and all types of shit, and where like a bunch of narratives start and all that shit. So I stay on there. I see a lot of shit, and I realize that there is a certain demographic of people that are trying to be on the fuckery when it comes to, you know, trying to put black people in their place or trying to make black people look a certain way and paint a certain picture about all black people. And I feel like we have to not necessarily play the same game, but we gotta have pushback. You know what I'm saying? There's too many odds against us, even our own people, seeing motherfuckers that had pushback today about the affirmative action shit. It's like
let's hit that
crazy.
real quick too. I forgot about that. Shout out to OG Mont for the Cash App. Thank you, bro. So they're trying to reverse the affirmative action.
Appreciate you, OG.
For race, you know, for getting people equal job rights and equal schooling and things like that. Did they actually overturn it, or are they trying to?
They overturned it. Supreme Court overturned it. It was official.
Okay, well, I'll say this much, right? The real issue, and I don't want to go too far in this shit because this is going to be another thing that niggas, we're going to have a long-form conversation or they're not going to understand me. But the real issue was integration. So long before affirmative action, niggas fucked up by integrating. Because now you care to go to UCLA instead of a black university. You care to be employed at a white company when you would have had more fully established black companies because they would have been 100 years old by now if you didn't give them up to join white people in society. So integration is where the real ball got dropped. Now, as far as affirmative action, it did help. And for any nigga that want to argue with me, my daughter is going to Marquette University with an 80% scholarship, and then the other 20% got covered through a grant, absolutely free. And I want y'all to go Google how much a semester of Marquette costs. That's where D Wade went to. Find out how much a semester of Marquette costs, and then you tell me that my, first generation college student black child didn't benefit from affirmative action.
Well, that's what I mean by how it got the way that it got, because of how social media has projected certain things about black people. They think that ever since 2020, now there's been favor and there's been the favor towards black people, and that they get certain things and it's unfair, and now it's some type of reverse racism. They think that affirmative action is just now black people are able to get the upper hand, or, oh, you saying I'm not I can't succeed without getting the upper hand with affirmative action. I'm like, how did y'all even get that from that? Like, affirmative action came into place because of the fact that black people were being it was unfair to be denied when they knew that they were qualified for certain positions and more qualified than the certain individuals or white people that were chosen for that position. That's why affirmative action came about. And people forget the origins of shit because these new narratives come into place.
I'm finna address all this shit. Irene, I know your granddaddy joined the Yosemite tribe. So anyway, so look, it was the Asians and Indians and the other minorities who was feeling like they was losing spots to black people. The white people was filling up their spots just like they always will. Whether it's through having the money, having the connections, having the upper hand in curriculum and all that to get in those schools. But it's the minorities that are complaining, saying, damn, well, y'all giving more of these minority spots to African Americans, and now we don't got a space. So that's where the conversation, I think, started from, or made it a big issue. But at this point, I don't know if it is a bad thing, especially when it comes to schools, maybe with jobs, but not so much with schools, that you don't get there because because affirmative action is gone. And I'm gonna say this because school debt is a hindrance to people being successful or having money in this country. Mm-hmm. So they just basically saving your ass the trouble of spending top dollar for a bullshit ass degree that you can probably get at a community college that will give you the same job opportunities. So they might even be helping your fool ass by not letting your black ass go in there and end up running up $100,000 fucking note that you will never be able to pay, that will be on your ass forever, when you can go get that same fucking education for 10 G's in your local fucking community college.
I mean, is it not ironic that they shut down the student loan shit the same day that they decided that they were gonna, drop the affirmative action shit? They said fuck student loan forgiveness.
I hear you. I want to troll the fuck out of Irene. Irene, how the fuck your granddaddy was here when they discovered America? That nigga was 500-600 years old.
But they got the founding
900. She said her great granddaddy. That still put him at like 150, 200. You telling me that nigga was here when the first?
He was
that nigga had to be 800 years old. Goddamn it.
That nigga had that red vial that Eddie Murphy had, and Nutty Professor.
I'm gonna tell you what happened. That nigga was rolling with the nigga named Django. They was out here kicking ass and taking names. Then they found a nice little Indian little bitch that was cute. They fell in with them, got cool. They got, had an honorary little service. They put some motherfucking makeup under that nigga eye and gave him a feather in his ass and said, you one of us now. That's what your great granddaddy did. Oh shit. I'm just fucking with you, Irene. We finna end the show, man, because I got another show to do, and this was fun. And I'll just be talking shit. But
yeah, everybody move over to Player for Life channel, man. Everybody move over to Player for Life channel. AP's finna go live on that channel.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk about is this ratchet shit keeping women from finding love, man? Because I think the real issues that we about to deal with, we ain't even seen them yet. I think this is all one big ass net getting cast over young black folks. That when they finally snatch this shit up, the same way they did us with the drug game, they gonna have all these little young people in a fucking net of their own ignorance. So we gonna go over there and chop it up on that.
So the ending of the poll is worst place to twerk of all time. Kids school with 35%, church being 30%, slave castle 16%, and trial 16% with 59 votes. Shout out to the 3G's family for voting on that, man.
Thank y'all for that many people participating. But how the fuck the slave castle ain't the worst place to fucking twerk? They was taking hundreds of fucking slaves from that port to different places in the world. And these bitches got on that motherfucker and shook their ass.
That shit was the greatest.
For the ancestors. Y'all tripping, man.
And nowadays, they don't give a fuck about that shit.
I guess the fucking school is worse, goddamn it. Bitches ain't even, the teachers got fucking ass at school now. All right, we out of here, man. Peace.